What's going on, champions? Welcome back to Sats and Success, where we dive into all things Bitcoin, crypto, and personal growth related. Hope y'all had a wonderful weekend. It is Monday. It's Motivational Monday. But before we get into today's video, please do me a huge favor. If you can like and subscribe to the channel and turn on your bell notifications. That way you can get notified when all the new content drops. All right. That being said, it is Motivational Monday. We need to get started so we can have a wonderful week. And this is what I'm going to drop on you for to get you motivated for today and the rest of the week. In order for us to have something we've never had, we got to do some things that we've never done. All right, I'll say it again. In order for us to have something we've never had, we have to do some things that we have never done. They say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Well, so many of us, we do the same things over and over. Week after week, month after month, year after year, hoping for change, hoping for a different result, wanting a different result. A lot of you deserve a different result. But you can't do the same things and expect for a different outcome. It's just not going to work. You're going to hear me constantly and consistently talk about the 4 pillars of health, because those are the areas that you need to be intentional about spending time in every day, every week, every month. All right? Your spiritual health, your physical health, your mental health, your financial health. And so when you look at those 4 pillars and you look at it and you say, mental health. How many of you have read a book in the last 12 to 18 months? How many of you have taken time to disconnect from this noisy world and just meditate, be at peace, calm, still? Okay? How many of you have listened to some really good motivational content? If you're not doing these things and you're expecting your mental health to be better, you're expecting to have peace and tranquility in your life, you're not going to have it. You have to do something you have not done to get something you've never had. Okay? Let's think about your physical health. When was the last time you got out? I just got back from a good walk in the park. When was the last time you got out and walked? When was the last time you got up and worked out at the gym? When was the last time you took 10 minutes just to stretch on a daily basis? What's your diet like? Is it loaded with sugar and snacks and things of that nature? Or are you getting more fruits, vegetables, and water in your diet? If you're looking for a different physical outcome, if you want to look different in the mirror, and you're not doing different things that you've never done before, having a better diet, working out, walking, stretching, things of those natures, you're not going to get a different result. You have to do something different in order for you to have something you've never had. Finances. What about your financial health? You know, I talk a lot about Bitcoin when it comes to finances in the cryptocurrency space. And I ask people often, what do you know? Because I wear a lot of Bitcoin stuff. People ask me, Bitcoin. I'm like, yeah, do you have any? They're like, no, I don't really understand it. So my question to them, or my question to you would be, when was the last time you took an hour or two throughout a week? 1 hour spread across 7 days, 2 hours spread across 7 days, within an entire week, to learn about Bitcoin, to read the white paper, to Google search Bitcoin and get some information about it. When? You can't keep saying, well, I don't understand it, and then you're not putting any time, energy, and effort to understand it. In order for you to get something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done. And I saved the best for last, and last but not least, last but certainly not least, your spiritual health. Over the weekend, I read a lot and I've seen a lot about what's just going on in the world today. I'm not going to get specific, because if you're like me, you see what's going on in the world, not just the United States, in the world. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world today. And I believe it is a direct result from people being unplugged from their creator. Go into one of your rooms where your television is and try to watch your television while it's unplugged. Go into your kitchen and try to make toast in your toaster while it's unplugged. Try to heat up or reheat some food in your air fryer while it's unplugged. You and I both know what the result is, right? You're not going to be able to enjoy the benefits of that appliance, of that television, because it's unplugged. And right now, there's a lot of people in the world today that can't function properly because they are unplugged from God. I have never in my life seen a time, I'm 51 years old, where the world is just totally disconnected from God. Now the Bible talks about this in the end days, God's time and our time is two different times. So this could be the very beginning, could be the very end. Who knows? But it talks about these things that's taking place in the world today. It talks about this stuff, and I'm telling you right now, God is our source, and we have to find a way to get plugged back in to the source in order for us to function the way that we need to function. Spiritually, mentally, physically, financially. In order for us to have something we've never had, we've got to do something we've never done. And the time is right now. It's time for us to get motivated and do things that we've never done. It's time for us to get motivated and be comfortable with being uncomfortable. It's time for us to wake up and say, you know what, today is the day. I've had enough. Like Popeye used to say, I can't stand this no more. And this is the day where we have to resolve in our mind that we're going to do things differently so that we can get a different result. Champions, you can do it. You absolutely can do it. Stop listening to the naysayers. Stop listening to all the negative bull jive that you're putting or allowing into your ear gate. Stop watching all the foolishness, the stuff that you're allowing and putting into your eye gate. And we need to get back plugged into the source, God. All right? Because all the other stuff doesn't matter. Your mental, your physical, your financial health, none of that stuff matters if we're not plugged into the source, which is God. So let's get back plugged into the source and let's do the things that we are capable of doing. We are champions. We are conquerors. We are kings. We are queens. We are meant to be more. We are meant to have more. You deserve more. Go get what God has for you today, and don't let anybody tell you that you can't. Go get it. Have a great day. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace. Be blessed.